Bonjour! Bonjour!
No.
Time for bladder check. Check.
So it's a show?
It's a lifestyle.
It's a religion.
My emotions! My emotions!
I'm still French.
Ouais, c'est pas faux.
I'm a woman, Mary. I can be as contrary as I choose.
Non, moi je crois qu'il faut que vous arrêtiez d'essayer de dire des trucs.
Hello, hi, I'm Laura. I'm gonna watch The Last Kingdom Season 1. No, Season 2, Episode 1. That's it, I'm gonna begin this new season, this season 2 of The Last Kingdom. If you didn't know it, I'm binge watching the show and I already watched the season 1. If you want to see my reaction videos about that, I'm gonna put the link, you know, for the playlist of The Last Kingdom. Maybe you don't know it neither, but I have trouble with YouTube to upload my videos about Battlestar Galactica and The Last Kingdom because of NBC, you know, because of the rights and the owners of the show, so I can understand that. I found a way to do it no matter what, to do reaction videos. I'm making the intro and the review on YouTube and the reaction part on another platform. You have to go check the description to have the link to see the reaction part. Please stay with me some minutes, you know, with this part on YouTube to reward me for my work, you know, for these reaction videos. And maybe you're gonna find some of my thoughts about the show interesting. Maybe some of my series or analysis about characters or the story can be interesting. Maybe. So that's it. Now you know how it's working if you didn't know it already. Just a little update about what is happening now in Europe and in France, because if you don't know me and if you didn't see really my credit or if you didn't read my description, I'm French! Just a little update about the COVID, you know what I'm talking about. I don't have it, I have a little cold. Don't worry, please, I know that some of you are really prompt, you know, to be scared, to be worried and all of that. Please guys, I'm alright, I'm just having a little cold. But in France, it's beginning to be interesting, we can say that. During this week, they already told us that schools, high schools and universities were gonna be blocked, you know, on this Monday. And also yesterday at just 8 p.m. we learned that that's it. Restaurants, bars, they're closing bars. And all of the other stores which are not necessary are gonna be closed also on Monday for 1 month. At minimum, you know, it's gonna be for 1 month, maybe more. We're gonna have only, you know, the stores where you can buy your food and all of that, all of the alimentary and necessary stuff which are gonna be open. The banks, how are you saying that in English? Pharmacy, same as French. The pharmacies also are still open. I'm gonna improve my English just right there. Gas station also are gonna be open. Food, banks, pharmacies, gas stations, and also the press and tobacco offices are gonna be still open. Like really the necessary stuff to survive, to be in good health, to have the money that we need to buy this one, to have the press to be informed, really, and also to have the gas for our car if we need to go to the hospital or to the doctor, just that. And they told us, you know, to just go outside when it's really necessary. We are living like that for now and maybe for a month. Again, it's the minimum. I think that it's gonna be more than 1 month. Like today, I went to see my parents and my grandparents. I didn't kiss them, you know, I didn't... I said hello to them like that, just like that. We didn't touch, you know, we didn't interact a lot because we are respecting the rules that we need to respect. And I want to see them because if we are following soon what is happening in Italy. In Italy, you know, the government not just told them to stay at home, they ordered them to stay at home. In France, for now, it's not, you know, an obligation. You have to respect as you can the rules, but it's not an order, and if you are going outside, you're not going to be punished for that. In Italia, it's not the case. And I think that soon maybe France is going to be like that also, so that's why I went today to see my parents and my grandparents, and when I said bye-bye to them, I said, I will see you in 2 months now. I don't know, really I don't know, so I prefer to turn that as a joke, you know, and I preferred to go see them today because I still can to do it today, even if I was respecting the rules to not kiss them, to be at 1 meter, you know, from them when I was talking to them. That's weird, you know, to be like that with your own family, but you have to respect the rules. And also today we have elections in France. So it was really weird to go to vote, and you know, they told us to wash our hands before, after voting, and also we had to respect 1 meter, you know, between each other. And the ones who were, you know, at the offices were with masks and gloves. That's a weird environment to live into, but that's it. It's like that, and penury right there, it's created by the ones who are buying too much stuff. It's not created by the fact that we don't have enough food. Do you understand what I mean? We would have enough food if everyone was acting like every day, like normally, but because people are into that paranoia mode, they are creating the penury and the lack of that kind of food. It's the moment when I'm happy to be allergic to gluten, you know, because I don't have this problem. You can buy all of your noodles, all of your things. I don't have this problem. I'm eating my vegetables and my rice and my quinoa like usually. That's not gonna be a problem with me. You're not gonna jump into that kind of food, I know that for sure. That's it. I'm already talking too much and not about The Last Kingdom, but I know that some of you, when I'm gonna post this video, it's gonna be at the end of the week, the next week, and I know that some of you maybe in other countries are gonna begin, you know, to be impacted by the COVID, and now in France, in Europe, you know that we are impacted, we are already impacted by it and in an high level, so I want to give you, you know, example of what is happening right there in France and the fact that you can live even if it's happening. You have to think that now you have the time to read the book that you are waiting to read since a long time, 6 months. You can binge watch shows, you can play with your kids, with your family, to games, to stuff. You can still go outside, you know, to run, to do sports. You can still, I don't know, find time to write, find time to do your dishes, to do stuff that you need to do. Like it's spring, you know, so you can also wash all of your for spring, like you are doing usually. And it's also COVID time, so to wash all of your why not? Even if it's not necessary and it's not, you know, transmitting to person like that, you can do that. Really, you can do a lot of stuff at your home. To live in a slow mode, that can be great, to live like that for some time. Maybe after 1 month I'm gonna be like, I need to get out, you know, I need to do stuff, I need to see my friends and all of that. Maybe, but I can phone them, I can message them, I can see them, you know, on Skype or on my phone. I can do a lot of stuff. Now we have the technologies to do all of that, so that's it. We're just gonna learn to live in a slow way for some days, and that's for a good cause. That's it. I'm gonna stop talking right now about that. I'm gonna take a short time to talk about The Last Kingdom now, because I already took a long time to talk about all of that. Now, you know, Alfred won that war against the Vikings, and now we're having Uhtred, who is gonna go back, you know, to his home, to his hometown, to take it back, to take revenge on the ones who kill his father, his two fathers maybe, and also is gonna try to save his sister. That's gonna be great. I want to have news about her. You saw that during my binge watching of the season 1. I was always worried about her, like, where is she? Really, I want to have news about her. So I cannot wait to have that during this season. And also, I cannot wait to see Uhtred growing up, because during the season 1, I had a lot of moments where I was annoyed by him, by his character. He's an interesting character, his story is really interesting, his role into the show is really interesting. For how he's acting and for who he is, he's annoying me a lot of time, like he's impulsive but not in a good way. He has such a strong ego, he's not humble at all, and you know how much I love characters who are humble, and maybe you didn't know that before, but I really don't like characters who are not humble and who are never regretting something that they have done, who are never questioning what they are thinking or doing. I like people in life and characters who are humble, who have not, you know, such a strong ego, like it's too much. Some of you told me that he was acting like that only into the season 1, and then he grew up with what happened to him and all of that, so I cannot wait to see that. And I cannot wait also to see how many women he's gonna have into his bed during this season. He had 3 women into his bed during this season, maybe 4 for this season too? We'll see! Okay, I'm gonna stop talking right now and let's go for this episode 1 of the season 2. If Netflix is not working with the COVID going on, we're not gonna survive, guys. I'm gonna need so much music if Netflix is not working, and I'm gonna stay at home without it. Okay, it's working! You're still there? Let's go! Netflix is working! Okay, I don't have the time now to watch another episode, but that's alright. About what happened during this episode, I'm still wondering about the time jump. How many years, months, days passed between the end of the season 1 and this episode 1 of the season 2? The girl, you know, how she grew up fast is making me wondering about that, but I'm also like, they didn't change a lot, you know, all of the characters, and Uhtred, he didn't progress a lot into the land. Alfred progressed a little, you know, with conquering countries, you know, conquering back the power. I'm wondering about that. I think that it's not about years, it's more about months, but still, you know, I'm wondering about that. We saw his sister, finally. She's alive, that's great. She's not raped all of the day, that's great. She's savage now, I don't know how to say it in another way. She's living as a savage with wolves. She's eating like them, she's living like them, she's sleeping with them. Okay, as long as they are protecting her, I'm all for it. But I think that at first, you know, when she was married with Sven, and for the first years that they lived together, it was not so easy. She was hurt so much by him that maybe she lost her mind a little. But she was saying stuff like she's a sorcerer now or something like that. I mean, the prophecy, her saying stuff like that. Are we going deeper on the fantastic side of the show maybe? We had a little about that with Isolde saving the baby during the last season, so maybe we're gonna go further into that past. Why not, you know, I'm not like, oh no, I don't want that because it's an historic show, so I don't want that. into the show? No, not at all. Like into Vikings, we have a lot of things about mythology and all of that, about fantastic appearances and stuff like that, so I'm not against it, you know. About Uhtred, he didn't evolve a lot. Right there, he respected the other one's face. That's great. He played the game, you know, with them. That's great. Okay, because he wants, you know, his land back, and he knows that if he's an ally with this Uhtred, he's gonna have his land back. You know, the enemy of my enemy is my ally. So that's why he was like, okay, let's do that stuff. Why not? If it makes you happy, why not? But yes, for the rest of his character, again, he has a big lack of humility. Again, he has a strong ego. Again, he's saying stuff that I don't like. And again, he's trying to fuck every woman that he sees. Control yourself, please. Your dick and also your mouth. Please do that. We have new enemies, you know. I mean, identified, like we have Kjartan and Sven for sure, but we have also the brothers. I'm wondering about them. Can they be enemies one day and allies another day? I mean, we saw a little of them, so I'm still wondering about what is gonna be really their role into that season. I'm still wondering about that. We have all of the characters that we love back. We saw a little of Alfred, and I'm glad because I love this character. We have his wife, we have Uhtred, we have Beoka, we have his sister, we have the nun also. She can be an interesting character, I think, because she can keep maybe Uhtred on the good path, you know, on the right path. She can keep him, you know, in control, so that can help a lot. Yes, that was a great episode. That was like the season 1, you know, with the same atmosphere. I didn't see a lot of change with the way of filming, of the way of writing it. I didn't see a lot of change with the characters neither. It's really the continuity of the season 1, and that's great. That's not shocking, you know. I mean, the first season maybe had a great and big impact, you know. Maybe a lot of persons liked it to have a season 2 and a season 3 after that, and they didn't change for this episode 1 at least, the way of writing it or filming it, and I think that it's really great. The musics are still really beautiful and the pictures are also beautiful. The atmosphere and the environment of the show also. I love that they are taking almost all of the episode to talk about stories, you know, to talk about facts, to talk about what is happening really with the different powers, you know, the different characters. I love that. You know that I love also shows which are taking the time to make evolutions for the characters, so I'm still waiting for that, for Uhtred in particular. I love that we saw also Brida and Ragnar. Again, it was a little of them, but maybe we're gonna see more during the next episode. Yes, that was a great first episode for the season 2 because it was a continuity of the season 1. It didn't surprise me, you know, a lot. I was excited to be back with the show, to be back with the characters and see what is happening for them now. But the excitement, you know, I didn't keep my excitement all along the episode. I just returned to the state that I had for the end of the season 1. I don't know how to say it in another way, but really I just returned to, okay, that's a great show, that's a great historic show. Maybe I want to be surprised. For this season 2, I want to have evolutions for the characters. That was missing for me during the season 1, especially for Uhtred, so I'm really waiting for that during the season 2. I'm also waiting to have real confrontations with Sven and Uhtred and Kjartan. Like right there, I was disturbed by this face-to-face with Sven and Uhtred was not really Uhtred. I expected more, you know, for that scene. I mean, not just right there because it was in front of everyone, but after that, they took him into the forest Why didn't they talk about the sister right there? Why didn't he, show his face right there? Why didn't he kill him just right there? I know it was for spreading the message to everyone that I'm here, but I'm not sure of that strategy. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking right now, and it's all for The Last Kingdom for you and for me for today, so it's all for me for now, so bye for now. Bye!
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine?
Great.